Oh, hey, you guys. Happy Monday again. Happy Hot Mess Monday. This is my fun little chat, my weekly chat that I just decided that we were all going to have every Monday. Hot Mess Monday, I thought, you know what? Life's hot and messy. You can embrace some of the mess or you can clean it up. And that's kind of stuff that we talk about here. And one of the things I like to do is share over to my personal profile, which is what I'm about to do. So give me a second. How was your weekend? I do that again. Jeez, I hate when I do that. Turn the volume down, sugar. All right, so how was your weekend? Did you have a great weekend? If you had a great weekend, give me a thumbs up. If you had a so-so weekend, give me like the wow face or something. Show me what your weekend was all about. So this is always the fun part, trying to figure out where on my page, on my phone, I'm at. There I am. So much fun. So today we're talking about indulgences, and there were some things that were popping up around the house that made me really think about indulgences and appetite. Appetite actually was a topic that I'm covering right now in my health coaching classes, because I am taking some classes to get certified as a health and wellness coach. So some of the stuff I'm about to tell you is going to come off kind of weird because the stuff that I find that I indulge in is something that you probably would be like, ugh, what in the world? But anyway, I had an outline because I wanted to stay organized because I have a lot of good stuff to talk about. And waiting for my friends. Hey, you guys, nice to see you. All right, so we were talking about appetite, but we were talking about like appetite for life, not necessarily just like appetite for food or drinks, right? Because that's what you always think about. You think about appetite as like the desire for something to eat. But there's other things in life that nourish us, right? Other things that we allow ourselves. And but first, oh my gosh, you guys, if you were in Southern California, did you see the rocket launch last night? SpaceX launched a rocket out of Vandenberg, which is kind of north. It was a lot of north here from here. It's like 3 hours north up the coast. But it launches and it goes over the sky and like comes south. And so we sat there and we watched, and it was really, really cloudy. We were sitting on the top of my truck down at the beach. And finally, like through the clouds, you could see this burst of just an orange glow, like way far off in the horizon. And we were like, there it is. We started screaming, and like people that didn't know what was going on were like, what is the crazy lady yelling about? But other people were coming out of their house because they'd been watching the launch from inside. And then you could see it burst through the clouds, and the clouds were glowing, and it looked like a full moon out on the water. It was actually really cool. So if you haven't seen it, you can watch it on my video that I posted on Facebook. All right. Appetite for life, not just food. I just said that. All right. So appetite, things that we eat. Sometimes we think of them as bad. Hey, Rosie. So they're not bad, though. They're just things that you crave. What is bad is overindulging, right? So we always use the words like, oh, I'm being bad. I'm letting myself have this thing. Or like, Jesus, you guys, even coffee. Like we go through these waves in our little society where coffee's good, coffee's bad. I just don't like coffee trends. I'm not a big fan of coffee trends. I just like my regular coffee. I don't know. I have my donut chip coffee at my Keurig in the mornings when I'm home, or when I go through Starbucks, I'll just have an Americano with a little stevia. But I do like to get fancy with my coffee here. Oh God, you know what? I guess I do get into the coffee trends because I make that bulletproof coffee. So I'll shut my mouth now. All right. But so anyway, so we lust for all these things. We like crave all these things. One of the things that I crave oh, sorry. So bad. So bad. There are a couple little crumbs left down at the bottom. Just a few. A little saltiness just does it for me. But I'll buy like the big giant party size because it's cheaper. And I don't like to like, oh my God, this is so, here's the shot. Yeah, so I'll buy the party size because of whatever, cheaper, blah, blah, blah. But it takes me a couple of weeks to get through the bag. It's just like that, just that little tiny taste. I love it. I don't know. Do you guys like have any like crazy cravings like that, or things that you allow yourself to eat that you know are quote unquote bad? I mean, for sure this is bad. I don't even want to read the ingredients. Nope, not going there. I don't even know if they actually have potatoes in the potato chips, but I love them. So, but here's one, my daughter, my sweet little thin daughter. This is what she craves. And this is what I found in her room. Not one, but 2 bags of Chester Cheetos. And it's not even Halloween yet, you guys. There are always and forever little teeny tiny wrappers of candy in my daughter's room. It's disgusting. And there was something else in there too, and I was reaching for stuff and she goes, oh, don't touch that. I think it might be gross. We call that science. She also had still a cup of Thrifty's ice cream. I mean, granted, Thrifty's ice cream is the best ice cream, but gross. Like all those snacks were in her room. But that's like over the course of, I don't even know when she cleaned her room last. So I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not going to insult her and make her feel bad. But yeah, so she indulges in those things. So I was asking other people, ooh, that's where we need to go. I was asking other people what they indulge in. You guys, I'm so not prepared right now. Surprise! Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about while I go over there to talk about what other people indulge in, I was going to tell you, because I said it on Instagram, about my hair. So the hair today, you know, I might have gotten or I did get a perm. I don't know, it was a while ago. It was almost a year ago, I feel like. But my perm grew out. This is my natural curl. So what I've done is today I just decided to do a no poo shampoo and clean out all the gunk, kind of, you know, reset the hair. So I washed my hair with eggs, 2 scrambled eggs and a little bit of peppermint oil. Yep. And then I just sprayed in my favorite surf spray, the Bumble and Bumble surf spray. That's all I did today. I'm kind of feeling like that's going to be my routine. So supposedly when you do a no poo, which is what it's called when you shampoo without shampoo, it's called a no poo, even though it sounds really disgusting. Your hair stays cleaner longer and you don't have to wash it. So we'll see what happens. Let me see. Okay, so let's go down to the list of indulgences that other people put on here. All right, Katie Baker, you guys know her, Crazy Katie. Hair, it's frivolous, I admit, but I love changing the color, length, and style. There are things that I cannot control in life, so my hair is a way for me to indulge in some modicum of control and silliness. And then she said, we went through a little cock tucking, and she said she's currently dyeing her hair blue and silver. Of course, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's kind of one of the things about little indulgences that nourish your heart, right? Nourish your soul, that don't necessarily, you know, that aren't food, that are not food related, even though some of those indulgences are food related. Patty Phillips, I think she's in New Mexico right now watching the balloons in Albuquerque, or she did this weekend. She listed, and I thought she was going to say travel, but she said foo-foo martinis. That's cute. I mean, when you go out and you have a little drink, you could have a regular drink, or you could have something fun, something with a little, you know, an apple floating in it, or a little something extra on the rim. My friend Curtis, who you met a couple weeks ago when we were talking about travel from Chicago, you're going to love his answer. Curtis's indulgence is existential dread. That's awesome. He sent me a cute little care package. And I'm going to show you guys in a couple of weeks when I'm in the hospital. I'm going into a hospital soon. Dina said Foofy Lala. I have no idea what the hell that is, you guys. I'm sorry. Somebody tell me what Foofy Lala is. I meant to look it up and I didn't. All right. And then Kathy and Michelle both said sleep. Oh boy. That's a good indulgence. And when you sleep, okay, so there's like too much sleep, obviously. Too much sleep is like, okay, check your brain, check your heart, what's going on? Why am I not wanting to get out of bed? But then there are some times when your body's like, I just need to sleep. I'm going to shut down right now. I know you have a plan for the day. We're going to sleep. So sometimes you got to listen to your body. And then, oh, my friend Logan that I met on the train from San Francisco to Chicago, his newfound favorite drink is Bloody Caesars. It's like a Bloody Mary, but let me see. Has Clamato and, let's see, Tabasco sauce, Worcestershire sauce, right? Black pepper, Clamato, and shrimp and olives. So basically, it's like a Mexican Bloody Mary, but we'll call it Caesar, Bloody Caesar. I love that one. And then my friend Katie, another Katie Scow, her indulgence is travel. Listen to this, you guys. She and her husband and their beautiful little son are doing not homeschooling or unschooling. They're doing world schooling. They're taking their son, right now they're in Europe. I think they're still in Denmark, but they've been taking their son all over the world to learn stuff and do his lessons from the world. They do obviously have jobs where they can do that. Husband is documentary filmmaker, and I think he also does some marketing and social media. Oh, I feel bad if I don't for sure know, but I know the documentary filmmaking side because I love his films. And then Katie does social media management for other people, so they can do it from anywhere. So they were like, let's do it from Denmark. I think that is amazing. All right, so for me, my indulgences are not just the Lays. I love honestly, I just love laying in the sun. I know it's bad for you. It's going to give me skin cancer one day, probably. No, it won't. It won't. I don't have time for cancer. That's what I tell myself. I don't have time for cancer. Okay. It's going to be mocked. I don't have time to get sick, is what I say. It's my mind over matter thinking. But what I love doing is sometimes I'll just look outside and the sun is just glowing out in my yard, and I can't. It's like the Pied Piper calling me, and I just walk right outside, and no matter what I'm doing, I'll just lay on the grass and just let the sun just pour on me. I love that feeling. And another thing, and I saw this girl, I went down to the water the other day for my meditation, and as I was parking, I saw a girl running down to the water, and I'm like, oh, she must have forgotten something, or she's supposed to meet her friends. She didn't have a board with her. So I'm like, what is she doing? And so I went and I sat on the rocks. And she had just run down there, jumped into the water, swam around for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, got back out, went home. And I was like, I used to do that. Why don't I do that anymore? So that's going to be something I start doing again, is just running down to the water and swimming. But she ran down to the water with like such pure joy. She was obviously an adult person. This is probably early in the morning before work, but she decided to indulge her inner child and just run down to the water and go for a swim. And there's something so cleansing about that ocean water and about that seawater, just carrying away all of your worries. I absolutely love that. And I saw her do that, and I thought, my God, we don't do that enough. We don't indulge our inner child enough. So this was what we were talking about in our health coaching class was, sometimes you have this appetite and you're just like, nothing is making me happy right now. I'm just going to stuff my face full of food. And I did that for a long time. I had this addiction to Jack in the Box cheeseburgers in the afternoon when I was just feeling awful. I would just go through Jack in the Box, and I would eat this number 6 and with cheese and a Diet Coke, of course. And I would eat that, and I would take the bag and take the container and take the soda, cup, scrunch it all down, shove it into a little tiny ball, and stuff it under the garbage because I didn't want anybody to see that I had done that. So at the time I was like, well, that's bad. I'm being bad. The problem was I was stuffing my feelings with food. A burger and fries and a soda aren't inherently bad. They're not the best food choice, but they're not going to kill you. I indulged in those chips the last 2 weeks. I went to the doctor the other day. All of my tests came out great, and I had lost more weight, 2 pounds specifically in 1 week. And I seriously had indulged quite a bit that week, not just the chips. But I indulged in taste, not in filling myself up, not stuffing myself. So I let myself taste all those little things I'd been wanting to taste because I wanted to do that. But I'd also found other things, or continue to find other things to nourish my soul, right? So like sitting out in the sun, meditation, chatting with friends, not picking up the phone first thing in the morning, not indulging in too much bad news, even though there was so much bad news last week. So much. And those are the times when your appetite can take over and you can do harm to yourself. And those are the times you need to indulge those other sides. You need to nourish yourself with other fun stuff. Maybe you can't go to Denmark today, but maybe you can go to the town next door for their farmers market. Or maybe you're not going to dye your hair, but maybe you can do something different with it. Or what are the other things people said? A little foo-foo drink. Make yourself a foo-foo drink. And if you don't drink alcohol, make yourself a foo-foo shake. You know? I would stay away from indulging in existential dread because that, might send you down the wrong path. I don't know, Curtis. I'm saying. And then Dina, she says, the thing that she got, the Foofy Lala, she keeps Sephora in business. Do you know what I've known this for years, is that the one thing that women will do when they're happy or when they're sad is they'll run out and they'll buy themselves a lipstick. Sounds so superficial, but go get yourself a lipstick. Why not? I mean, it's better than overindulging in something that might cause you a little bit of body harm. Anyway, so that's my question, I guess, today is what do you indulge in? What do you allow yourself? What do you give yourself when you're needing that extra nourishment? What's the little food thing that's your little naughty little secret that you shouldn't eat, but you do? Oh my gosh, and one last thing I forgot to say. Oh, I'll do this on Instagram, you guys. I'm going to open up this nice little package that my friend sent me, that my new friend sent me, because I like to indulge in travel and meeting new people wherever. I just like chatting up strangers. Absolutely love it. So anyway, tell me in the comments, what do you indulge in? What do you allow yourself to do? And how do you nourish your soul other than food or drink? Let me know. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Let's talk some more later, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. Oh, Peter, I just saw you. Okay, bye.